3 fully evolved Pokemon. Which is why we're gonna go screw around in the Lake of Rage and listen to the awesome music! Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Heart Gold and SoulSilver. Last time, we overcame Team Rocket in their HQ here in Mahogany Town. This time, we want to go to this building. I got chased from my post by those Team Rocket thugs. They just disappeared. Someone apparently destroyed their hideout. Oh, one more thing. I found this under the counter. It makes me uncomfortable. Can I give it to you? TM36, that is Sludge Bomb, I believe. Same TM that it was in the original version. Yeah, Sludge Bomb. Not only damage target, but also poisons it sometimes. See? Doesn't it make you feel uncomfortable? It's not the finest move out there, I say as a staunch defender of the poison type, that it is quite underrated in a lot of ways, such as defense. But offense is certainly not one of the ways that it's underrated, and none of our Pokemon can even learn it, so there is no ideological divide here. Next up, we're going up to the Lake of Rage. I just love this song. I will never stop talking about it, man. If I'm ever not gushing about the music, you know that some alien has like taken over my body and like replaced me or something or other, whatever people are saying these days for that. It rains here every single day except for Wednesday, in which case the water level is now lower and we're able to surf around on our Palkia. I'm tossing on our Palkias like hell. I'm getting a shiny encounter here. There's a full heal on this little island down here. Don't it feel special? That's seriously all there is. I did not mean to talk to you. Oh, but you're singing. Agate is looking around restlessly at the lake. Oh, don't throw me in. The Fishing Guru. He'll ask to see the world's largest Magikarp. And he asks for help if you have a specific rod. I think that this is alluding to that thing I was telling you about this pond over here having a level 50 Magikarp in it 1% of the time. It's not the most straightforward hint. How's about we catch us a new Magikarp and take it to him and see what happens? I don't want to waste too much time on this because it's not that... Kurt, you suck. 1. I have actually had more trouble catching a level 10 Magikarp than I did Entei. 1, 2, 3. Thank God. Hello, good sir. Ah, you a Magikarp. Let me see how big that baby is. Here, measure my... Well, you know. What? That's not a Magikarp. Is that a Magikarp in your pocket and you're just happy to... 42.6 inches, a Magikarp of 42.6 inches. Wow, this one is outstanding. I tip my hat to you. You're bald? Take this as a memento. You get renewable ethers at this every time you break your record. The record is an important thing. Think of that as a bonus. By checking, okay. I think I missed my opportunity to show this. When checking this sign, initially the record is held by a guy named Ralph, and there was a fisherman earlier in the game by the name of Ralph. Little bit of world building right there, of showing that he's an accomplished fisherman who is recognized by other fishermen. I thought that was pretty neat. He's also a pretty dang good one. He's the guy who notifies you of Quillfish in the original version, so he's an important phone number to have by your side. After taking out the radio signal, the Lake of Rage is no longer flooded. I suppose this is like that technology that activates clouds and forces them to drop their moisture. I heard of that being used to make sure that it like never rains in certain areas of the world, or it never snows in certain areas of the world to boost efficiency. I heard that on the news like 10 years ago and like nothing ever came of it. Dude, you always hear about these amazing scientific discoveries on the news that will like change everything, and then nothing ever comes of it. Like, I remember hearing about like a guy in Japan who invented like a needleless injection so that people afraid of needles wouldn't like have to like worry about that anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna change everything. And then I've never heard about it again. I remember hearing something on the news about like a way that we could like turn CO2 emissions back into fuel, and it was inexpensive to do, and I've never heard about it again. Why does that always happen? Like, why do only the horrible things come to pass? The maze of trees leads us to max revive! And I don't even have to make my Pokemon hate me in order to use it. Oh boy, oh pork. Trainer spots another trainer, he or she has to make a challenge. That is our destiny. That is the way of the ace trainer. I'm not expecting much of a challenge out of you, quite frankly. You're probably gonna be more competently evolved, but hey, old grass type starter, meet new grass type starter. I'm quad resistant on all of my moves. Crap, I can't do anything here. Forget you saw that and just, here, play with my monkey instead. A thing about Ambipom that I wanted to talk about for a little while was that I misinterpreted its design. Due to the color of shading that they used for its flesh-colored face, I thought that it was, like, slightly unshaven. Like, it had, like, a 5 o'clock shadow on it. I don't know, like, how common of an interpretation that is of its artwork, but that's what I thought because of the coloration, and it wasn't until it made the jump to 3D and the anime and all that stuff that I learned that it isn't actually meant to look like that. And I don't know, it just has this cheeky grin on it like it would have a 5 o'clock shadow and be kind of creepy in a way, you know? Wartortle! Formerly my favorite Pokemon. I very much approve of Wartortle being... Screw you. For that, you have wasted 10 seconds of my life. For that, you will die. Its tail is just so wispy and beautiful. I love that thing just so much. Like, it's just like a cloud that I want to like bury my face in and not think about the fact that it's his ass. Charmeleon, Ambipom, Meganium, Golem. I almost said the next team member, but that's all, folks. Thank you. That is Double Hitch putting in work. You probably would have been flinched if you could have survived the attack, but you could not. Goodbye. Ooh, good battle. I've always wanted to go to Alton Towers. That's what your name makes me think of. I've heard good things about it, but it's so freaking far away. I've been to the UK a few times, but just never in that general area, and I don't know, if you've never been to the UK, you look at it and you think, oh, it's the size of, like, New York, so... No, it's smaller than New York, so it probably only takes, like, an hour to get from one side of the island to another. No, it really, really does not. There's so much mountainous and water-covered terrain that has to be gone around that even if you go by, like, the fastest train, it can easily take, like, 10 to 12 hours to get from one end of the island to the other. It's miserable. I tried meeting up with some people. Oh, here we go. I'm Wesley of Wednesday. Pleased to meet you. Please take a souvenir. We obtained the Black Belt, boosting the power of fighting type moves. Black Belt beefs up the power of fighting type moves. That is what I just said. Since you found me, you must have met my brothers and sisters. Or did you just get lucky? Thanks for that. He's only here after the flood has gone away. That's everything that I wanted to do. I wish I could quickly get out of this situation. Here we go! Now that we've encountered you for the umpteenth time, I want you to take a good look at Raikou here. What sort of animal do you suppose that Raikou is? If you said dog, you are awful and wrong. That is extremely a tiger. I don't know how anybody looked at these guys and thought, oh yeah, that's a dog. Very obviously, they are a saber-toothed tiger, a lion, and I don't really know, but clearly not a dog for the third one. It's always bothered me. They are officially known as the legendary beasts, and I've even seen them referred to as the legendary cats, and that makes way more sense than what everyone else is saying. I don't know why this name caught on, but everyone I knew growing up called them the legendary dogs. I've had people correct me on this in my own comments. They are extremely cats. I would know. I've lived around cats my whole life. I'm very good at recognizing when a cat is a cat. Okay, that's all I wanted to really say here. I just had to get that out of my system. I didn't even acknowledge that I didn't catch it. I just realized that I was too preoccupied telling people they were wrong on the internet. All right, enough fooling around. Mahogany Town Gym. Mahogany Town Pokemon Gym. Leader Pryce, the teacher of winter's harshness. Let's go see this harshness for ourselves. This! Pryce is a veteran who has trained Pokemon for some 50 years. As you'll find, his attacks will make you shiver in this freezing gym. Are you ready to be frozen solid? I mean, keep up a hot fighting spirit against ice. I had no idea you were his biggest fan. This is an ice type gym, meaning that Chikorita has a disadvantage. Or do we? Our mommy has been giving us Yachi berries for so long now that I'd like to actually use these. It's rare that you get a chance to use these type damage reduction berries in the old games. I very much like that they differentiate your playthrough of Heart Gold, Soul Silver in this way. If we were to talk to our grass type Pokemon, In any area where there's ice on the ground, they do not care for the cold. Well, too bad, you're gonna be fighting anyway. Hey, look, it's Emerald Brendan, let's fight him, I've always wanted to. This gym has a slippery floor, it's fine, isn't it? But hey, we're not playing games here. Oh, no, 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 no. Of course not, why would you think that? So, yeah, Border Patent, there's a few things that they can say. It's all right, I guess. I was just kind of thinking that because we can reduce the damage from ice-type moves, we might as well just go out there, use Nettle, see what happens. Even though there are ice-type Pokemon, Nettle's pretty fast compared to them being fully evolved and all at this point, and the weakness goes both ways. I think basically every Pokemon in this gym is either half ground type or half water type, so it has an advantage in a sense. It's kind of nice. They also tend to use moves like that don't really do much. Here, dance with me, buddy. Thank you. Dance to the death. I think that's like the name of a Kingdom Hearts song in Beast's Castle, I'm wanting to say, which is thematic with the whole rose petals thing. These are the tangents that my brain goes off on when given half the chance. Do you see how serious we are? Oh, I'm taking you seriously. This gym is great. I love snowboarding with my Pokemon. Yeah, serious business, guys. And our second trainer, to get to Pryce, our gym leader, you need to think before you strike. We're gonna be pushing those ice blocks into each other to clear the pathway for us. Jinx! You're one of the few Pokemon that we don't have a clear advantage against. And you're all by your lonesome. You don't have anyone else with you. Also, there's a lot of physical attacks in this gym in general from a lot of the different Pokemon. The Swinub family's physical attackers. Jinx might have Ice Punch on it. Reflect could be useful in this situation. Jinx using Fake Tears. You ain't gonna take me out if you don't do damage. Her eye is terrible. She's got one eye looking directly forward and the other eye looking to the side, and when you stare at her face, it just looks wrong. It's been a while since we've seen a sprite that bothers me, but as you get kind of into the bigger, more evolved Pokemon, you get to see more of that. I wouldn't lose to you in skiing. Every Diana I know is a lawyer. I just realized that. I know several Dianas and they are all lawyers. They were also completely oblivious to their boyfriends liking them, even though everyone else could see it clear as day for literally years. Okay, maybe not years, but months, and it happened regularly. An additional thing that we can do is bring an Ice-type Pokemon into Pryce's gym, or in just any area where there's ice on the ground, and they will have a more positive outlook on the situation. Lapras is very eager. Aww. I'm sorry you won't be doing any fighting for us, but I'm happy that you like the change of venue and the little vacation that we've gone on. You don't say anything else? That's fine. You're good. Nettle? Hey, hey, you shivering? You scared to fight me? Nutella is what I got for you. It didn't really work as well as it did in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I can make a Nutella pun, and it didn't really work. Seal right there is just looking like his official artwork. The perspective on him's pretty nice. I like the fin further away from the camera, now that all works together. Let's do this. The main reason that I wanted to use the Yachi Berry strat is because it basically offers us a free turn to do Swords Dance, and also the enemies are not really attacking us much anyway. Oh God! So that's one thing that can happen. The other thing that I'm kind of afraid of, believe it or not, is Icy Wind. It's a stupid low power move and might not seem all that threatening, but it lowers the opponent's speed and is excellent for combo attacking with as a result. It hits both enemies in a double battle and is commonly been played in VGC numerous different seasons. I'm wanting to say that it's had significant appearance in VGC every season because speed is just so freaking important in competitive Pokemon. You don't do that. You're just gonna go for this. Razor Leaf, as strong as it's been lately, now that we're fighting more fully evolved Pokemon, it's a bit lacking in the strength department. It's starting to kind of fall off a little bit, being only 55 base power. So Swords Dance is certainly a welcome for this hero. Level 36 for Nettle? If you were a Feraligatr, I think you'd be, no, if you were a Typhlosion, you'd fully evolve right now. A thing that I've always liked about the Johto starters, that I guess I realized just from playing these games so much is that they all evolve at different levels in the Johto region specifically. You have Cyndaquil evolving the earliest, but Quilava evolving the latest. You have Totodile evolving the latest, but Croconaw evolving the earliest. And then you have Cyndaquil, which is just middling in both aspects. Oh. I don't think they've ever done that any other time, maybe Sword and Shield, but yeah, it's just one of those little things where you have an easier early game based on who you picked and a harder late game depending on who you picked. And then of course there's Chikorita getting Razor Leaf and Reflect at like freaking level 6, so they also give you that to make it not so miserable. I shard! I didn't equip another Yachi Berry, I really should have. Oh no, you're fine, you're fine. You're not doing any damage, you're good. Boy, our Pokemon are getting really high leveled. We really ought to get another team member right about now. It's just that going to Mahogany Town first, you know, there was Girafarig, there was the Red Gyarados, there was the Electrode, I suppose. There weren't really opportunities to catch a new team member in this section of the world. There were only like 3 new Pokemon over the other parts of the world that we haven't explored. No, you made me wipe out! I realized I did the puzzle wrong after we already got into the fight, but it's okay! I'm just gonna leave the room and come back, cause they do that for people like me. Just gonna walk into a meat freezer within a meat freezer. We'll hit that up. We'll go this way. We'll bump into you. I know Pryce's secrets. Ooh, do tell. Nettle does a little dance, makes a little love, gets down tonight, and is gonna grow to level 37 off of the back of this baby seal that he just drowned in flower petals. Goodbye. That is level 37 for you. Okay, I'll tell you Pryce's secret. What is it? The reason Pryce is strong, it's because every day he sits on top of the very cold ice and trains his body and spirit. Man, I thought it was gonna be something like if you take off his scarf, he's got like gills under it or something. Like that'd be a fun secret. This is just boring crap. We want to go over, oh my gosh, can I do anything right here? Wait a second, no, I do have this right, We wanna go this way, that way, down, and then can we push this? Oh, no we can't. Why can't I go over here? Like really, why can't I? I feel like this tile should be walkable and it's not. I'm not good at sliding puzzles, guys. There's years of evidence to support this, and I fully admit it, I'm just not good at sliding puzzles. Okay, so we can't push this at all. This is just there as a spacer, effectively. Can't walk there. I can go this way. And then we go over this way, hit that up. And then we don't want to press that from the right. We want to press it from the left? Yeah, okay. And then, oh god, now I'm just going in a loop. I think I might have screwed this up. Wait, no. I think I got it. We go, oh, those stick together when you, I was going to hit that one into that one and then hit that up and then, oh wait, oh, I did it by accident. It's the only way I'll ever get this. I don't believe I've ever fought you. No, I shouldn't have been bragging about my ski. Girl, brag about your skiing. It's whatever. Why, yes, I meant to do that. Hello. Hey, old man. I love your anime episode title. It's Nice Pryce, baby, and I giggled at that every time it came on the telly. Pokémon have many experiences in their lives just like we do. I too have seen and suffered much in my life. Since I am your elder, let me show you what I mean, you whippersnapper! I've been training Pokémon since before you were born! I do not lose easily! I, Pryce, the winter trainer, shall demonstrate me power! I don't know why he turned into a pirate! Halfway through that speech, I tend to turn one accent into another as I am talking! Ah! Oh, he's so mysterious and cool. Seal is his lead! We are sealing the deal with water type, thick fat for its ability, so it is much better to not hit it with water and, ice and fire, even though you weren't gonna do that anyway. And it's got the moves Icy Wind, Rest, Snore, and Hail. The absolute worst thing that it could do on this turn is Icy Wind, lowering my speed. So I'm gonna go for this, hoping that it does Hail or just does something stupid. You do, yep, Hail, nice, 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 nice. There's a few things to know about this Pokemon. Hail does damage to all non-ice type Pokemon. It's generally considered the worst weather effect as it's difficult to work with having a team of all ice type Pokemon, so it can often be detrimental. The other thing to know about it is that it makes Blizzard bypass accuracy checks, which appears elsewhere on his team. If you're not one-shotting his Pokemon, it can be rather dangerous. If he gets the chance, I got a critical hit against you. Snore, additionally, is a physical attack, physical normal type move that only works while sleeping, and it can make the enemy flinch. It's quite a nice thing to do while you're resting and recovering health. It's a pretty good move. We got Dugong, water ice type, Thick Fat for its ability, with Aurora Beam, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Ice Shard. It did not go for the priority move, wasting my Yachi Berry. We were able to just go in for our Razor Leaf against it. Nettle, you are going to be so over-leveled by the end of this fight. Holy crap, you are level 37. Hail continues to fall. Just go ahead, give me a little bit of chip damage. We're knocking out his Pokemon before you can even think about healing him. His ultimates. Pile O Swine. You are quite a trainer. Ice ground type, Snow Cloak for its ability so it has increased evasion in the hail. Holding a Citrus Berry, Blizzard, Ice Fang, Mud Bomb, and Hail. Let's see what happens. I do not miss. I was worried about that. Razor Leaf is normally 95% accurate, which means that it misses half the time. It's the law of video games, and it's gone. I'm just gonna solo every gym leader with a Meganium because I can. Seems as if my luck has run out. That's putting it mildly, losing to a Chikorita. I am impressed by your prowess. With your strong will, I know you will overcome all life's obstacles. You are worthy of this badge. Sherb received the Glacier badge from Pryce. That badge will raise the special stats of Pokemon. That is a mistranslation. That is a rare time where text was carried over from the original version and not edited out. This has not been a thing since, I think, Generation 3. You would get a 12.5% buff to your stats based on gym badges that you had. It was a strange mechanic and gave the player an unfair advantage over their opponents. It didn't come up in versus though. It also lets your Pokemon use Whirlpool to get access across real Whirlpools. And this is a gift from me, TM07. I don't remember what this is. That's Hail. No wonder I don't remember it. Summons a Hailstorm for 5 turns. The Hailstorm damages all types except I don't want that. Get that out of here. We don't even have an ice type on our team. Wait, did nobody pop my Yachi Berry? No. Didn't even need it. Mom. You're only calling me because I can't save during a battle. Get out of here. Oh, did you give me a kiss? Did you give me a kiss? Nettle is happily cuddling up to you. Aw, come here, buddy. You fought through the cold. I'll warm you up. That is 7 badges in, 5 badges in the case. Gosh, I'm so used to the usual player order. No, I am breaking norm. I am doing the gyms in an unorthodox order just to show that you can. We're quite strong leveled. Next time on Heart Gold Soul Silver, we're headed off for Olivine City. See you guys then.